Welcome back, everybody, to the Buffalo Bulls Dynasty in College Football 25. The Bulls have had annual games scheduled against the Big Ten now for a while, and this was meant to be our toughest non-conference game of the year. But Penn State is 0-2. They've lost to Temple, who we're going to see, and they lost badly last week to Marshall. I can't say I quite understand their 0-2 start. They do have a first-year starter at quarterback in Max Slauson, who looks like a really talented player, and they've got some really good stars. Wide receiver Josiah Brown is one playmaker to keep an eye on. Elliott Washington, the man-cover corner, is an excellent player. So can Buffalo continue the Nittany Lions slide? That's what we're here to see. I have noticed a lot of support in the comments section lately for Eric Pacheco. He had a really good drive at the end of last week's game. He's going to continue to be a package player, not a full-time starter. I want us to get our run game going, and sometimes he is a part of that, but I still think that Richie Watts is going to be the best quarterback for this team in this season. We weren't able to establish the line of scrimmage and run the football against UTSA. So is it going to be any better for us against Penn State? I had some audio issues in this episode. I was able to grab what I could from the PS5 directly when I found out there was an issue. We're going to recap what happened in the first 2.5 quarters of this game. And then the audio is restored. We'll jump back into the third quarter and see how this thing finishes out. But Penn State at 0-2, trying to turn their season around against our Bulls, who would love to score their biggest upset of the dynasty. And let's jump into the early action with Richie Watts and the offense. Lamar Sperling has been dealing with a bit of a foot injury lately, so it's not a major keeping him out of action situation, just more so we have to manage his touches early on. So Leon Dingle, he earns the start. Tries to work to the outside, he picks up a gain of 1. Then the Bulls drop back to pass for the first time, and here is Richie Watts showing off his ability to go and take advantage of some open space. He picks up 13 yards. We go right back to Dingle, and he picks up a gain of 8. Longer than any running back carry we had against UTSA. Lamar Sperling gets his first action, works to the outside as we try to run a little bit more than just inside zone. That works beautifully. And then following a block to the right side, Sperling gets us a few more. You want to keep these third downs manageable in matchups like this. So off the fake, Richie Watts, given time, fires a strike to the outside. A perfect dart to Nick McMillan. That's a big reason why Richie is still this team's starting quarterback. Pacheco comes in, hands off to Dingle, tries to get to the edge, and the speed of these Big Ten defenses is just not what we're used to seeing. So we go play action, and the pursuit gets to Pacheco too quickly. That falls incomplete. Watts returns for 3rd down and 7, where the Nittany Lions blitz and hit him. Good drive, but stalled in the red zone. That brings out Nick Reed for a short field goal attempt. And Buffalo takes a 3-0 advantage. So what's been up with this Penn State offense then? Struggling against Temple and Marshall. The pass from Max Slauson, that is caught by Josiah Brown, their top receiver. Slauson making his 3rd career start, and a run to the outside. That is Brandon Coles, the junior running back, who gets the first down. But on 2nd and 7, Slauson hit and sacked. That is Jake Jackson, one of our transfer portal pickups. He's able to send the Nittany Lions in the wrong direction. And then another hit by Kobe Stewart gets us off the field. Getting pass rush against the Big Ten team is a good sign. 3rd and 2 Buffalo. How about a little screen here? Not just running into the heart of this defense. We break out that RPO screen at the right time. And then how about Lamar Sperling slipping a tackle and showing that burst into the second level. Good early signs from this running game. And then we go with the crossing pattern and a catch and run to Braylon Staley. Offense with some pretty good action here on the first couple drives. Morrow does unfortunately drop this pass. And on 3rd and 6, Watts in trouble. not great at escaping that pressure. It is 4th down. On to the second quarter, Nittany Lions football, and in the backfield, Wesley Williams. Broke out for us in week 1 in a big way. Again, tough 3rd down. Slauson feels the pressure of Jackson, has to get rid of it short. Nittany Lions going nowhere on their first couple drives. So we jump ahead later. Same score. It looked like their running game was going to have to be a bit more of a factor. They do lean on Coles here, but he meets Jake Jackson. He looked really good early in this game. 2nd and 10, they go with the short throw, not able to really stretch the field against our defense. They make it 3rd down and 2. They do not block Jake Jackson, and he makes the play. It's really the first time he's been featured so far. I thought the added strength and run-stopping ability was going to be essential. It sure looked good early on. Buffalo football on a 1st and 20. How about a mid-screen for Talon Shetron, the transfer receiver. Then 2nd and 8, and wide open is Chance Morrow. They dig out of that 1st and 20 hole in just 2 snaps. Make their way toward midfield, and how about Leon Dingle? The movement and change of direction is so impressive. He does it without losing too much speed in and out of his cuts. And he's been our most efficient running back here this season. From the Nittany Lion 42, it's Lamar Sperling managing his touches, trying to not take unnecessary hits. We get more of a look at Leon Dingle, who can also do some pass catching. That's a really good play for the 1st down. Richie Watts opens the day 7 of 9. And then on 3rd and 7, converts, finding Kevin Cajuste wide open for the 1st down. Eric Pacheco comes back in. We're looking for some red zone success and not finding it on that read option. Watts returns. Can't even just throw a quick dump off here. The pressure arrives so quickly. It sets up 3rd down again. Buffalo with 3 receivers. 3rd and goal. It's thrown up top for Chance Morrow. Incomplete. Another drive stalls. We have to kick and take a 6-0 advantage. Only 29 seconds to go in the first half, but Penn State with no points trying to find their way into scoring position. We're playing a soft cover 4, and Penn State's able to find some openings, hit a couple passes for 1st downs. They make their way to our 42. Slauson, good coverage, hit by Jackson, he recovers, and the Bulls have taken over. What a half from Jake Jackson. And he's going to be seeing a lot more playing time going forward with this dominant showing. 1-on-1, really good rip move, and then knocking that football out. That gives us an extra scoring opportunity. Now with only 7 seconds left, all you can do is try to hit a big throw, and that's exactly what we do. And this pass was nearly Richie Watts' first interception of the year. It goes right between the defender's hands. But Chance Morrow sets us up for a 3rd field goal try, and from 37, the kick from Reed is good. A 9-0 lead at the half. And more of the same this year for Penn State. Things are just not clicking yet with this young offense, averaging just 3.5 yards a play in the first half with 2 3rd down conversions. Let's head into the second half. Buffalo starts with the football immediately, establishing that run with Leon Dingle. 11 rushes, 54 yards. Very different than what we saw last week. Watts then 3rd and 9, trying to run for it. He's close, but cannot get there. It's 4th and inches, and the Bulls put Eric Pacheco under center. And he's going to sneak it forward and get the 1st down. You get that conversion, you earn yourself some real snaps. Pacheco fake, rolling, under pressure, throws a strike. Caught by Morrow at the Penn State 21-yard line. Nearing the red zone again for Buffalo. They go with Dingle. He runs ahead with a flag on the play. That's a hold against Kevin Cajuste. And the audio now is all fixed up, so let's jump into the remainder of this game. Buffalo trying to complete the upset. First and 19 from the Penn State 30. And all the way across in orbit motion, that's Chance Morrow, but the pass goes to Cajuste, and Penn State sniffs that out. I thought that was good play design. From the 29, another run. This time Sperling gets them a chunk back, but it's still going to be 3rd and long. From the 22-yard line, pressure coming. Pass is caught by Morrow. He came back for it, shy of the sticks. And now 4th and 2. Do you really think you can win this game with all field goals? They are going to send the offense back out there. And they are trying to draw them off sides, but it's the Bulls who move. So that'll be Nick Reed coming out now. A 4th field goal try, 35 yards. The kick is up, and the kick is wide right, no good. And Reed missed it. 9-0 Buffalo still as the Nittany Lions take over. And Slauson sets up the screen, and there's daylight for Coles. He gets the first down. Scoreless through 2.5 quarters. It's a Coles run through the middle. Got some good blocking, and he gets into the second level for the first down. Still under 4 yards a carry, but creeping his way up and over that mark now with that run. It's going to be first down in Buffalo territory as Wesley Williams now jumps into the neutral zone. In the pistol on 1st and 5. Slauson fakes. Downfield behind his receiver who adjusts. And it's caught by Caden Saunders. Red zone trip number 1 for Penn State. And again jumping is Wesley Williams. You gotta settle down here in these environments. A run now. Coles to the 1. And Penn State's looking for their first points. Handoff, Coles, stuffed and knocked back. That was Demario Hines. 2nd and goal. They try to spread the defense out and still can't get in. From the 1 again. Met. 2nd effort and rolling across. And Penn State's finally on the board. And it took a very fortunate play to even get that. Roche scores. It's a 9-7 lead now for Buffalo as they'll send Sperling across. He's met and drop for a 4-yard loss as we'll make our way into the 4th quarter. Penn State building some momentum, and Buffalo still has not found the end zone today. Single high look, 2nd and 14. That is complete. And making the catch is Talon Shetron. Setting up 3rd and 4. They move Staley right to left. Watts with time. Throws to Chance Morrow, who has the first down. 6 catches on the day for Morrow as they'll try Sperling again. And it's another tackle for loss for Liam Andrews. A lot of negative plays lately for Buffalo, and now extending. It is thrown downfield. McMillan had positioning and then broke deep. If he just stays sat down here, I think he's got the first down. But instead, it's going to be 3rd and 12. They get the snap off in time. Richie Watts steps up, throws, and has it knocked down. Great protection. If he stood there a bit longer, he would have eventually cleared that defender. That's going to bring on Kesey now. Penn State getting that football back. And it is going to be fair caught at the 22-yard line. This defense played so well early on. Can they protect a 2-point lead? Coles breaking out of the pack to the 30 for a gain of 8. 3rd down and short. They throw complete in front of Bridges for the first down. That's best on best there. Now the give goes to Coles on 1st down. He's hit after a gain of 6. His long run of the day is still 15. Slauson, middle. He's intercepted. Picked off by Red Murdoch. Buffalo takes over on their biggest takeaway of the year. Slauson is still a developing player who hasn't seen a whole lot of action. Murdoch's just sitting over the middle. He's basically covering two players there at that moment. And Pacheco's going to take the field, as he often does following a turnover. And they're going to run it to the outside, stretching with Sperling, and he gets the first down to the Nittany Lion 26. And Richie Watts returns to the game. It's 2nd and 8, throwing complete for Cajuste. All alone in the middle, and it's 1st and goal, Buffalo. They're looking for that first touchdown. They're as close as they've been all day. Sweeping right into the pursuit, and Sperling loses 4. 3 receivers on 2nd down. The pass goes toward Morrow. It is overthrown. And now 3rd and goal from the 10. Again, up and bump and run coverage. Pressure arrives, and it's caught shy of the end zone by Morrow. So what's the call this time? 4th and goal from the 3. You're only up by 2. And they are going to bring on the field goal unit now. Reed's 5th try of the day. This a 20-yard attempt. And the kick is no good. He missed it left. Unbelievable. It's still a 2-point game. Penn State football. The miss gives them the ball at the 20. That's a rule I just learned about, by the way. And the run is stuffed. Nice job by Tristan Souza. 4 minutes to go in this game. 4-man rush. That's caught. Good route over the middle, and they put Josiah Brown in the slot. From the 39, trying to work outside. That is a good tackle by C.J. Turner. Feeding Coles again. And finds about 5 yards on this run. It brings up 3rd down. We're approaching the 2-minute warning. Slauson underneath. Lost some ground. Couldn't regain it. It's 4th and 1. And Buffalo's going to try to take this football away. It's a full yard to go. They go Coles. Outside, he's got room. To the 30. And sprinting all the way to the 4. Buffalo sold out on the inside run. But Penn State, counting on that, runs to the outside, and it's their longest run of the game by far. 1:48 to go. It's a throw and a Penn State touchdown. And for the first time, the Nittany Lions lead with under 2 minutes to play. They're in search of their first win and now put the pressure on Buffalo, who needs a touchdown. 1:40 to go. The screen covered. It's dumped incomplete. 77 yards to go. They have 1 timeout. Time to throw. Wide open, caught, and pitching it back into the abyss. It's recovered by Penn State. No! They tried to get tricky. Kevin Cajuste was open, and he pitches it back, but nowhere near Braylon Staley. And they've given this to Penn State. A first down ends the game. It's a run with space, and Coles is down to the 5. And Buffalo's used their last timeout. 2nd down. Trying to cut inside and hit by Murdoch. It's 3rd and 1. Not much time regardless if they get the stop. And they're going to get the conversion off another hard count jump. What a completely avoidable disaster of a second half. And Buffalo has handed this game to the Nittany Lions, who did everything in their power to start 0-3. Buffalo has fallen to 1-2 on the season. This could have been one of the best days in program history and a true building block moment. And instead, it is a gut-wrenching defeat. We had a 9-0 lead and had opportunities to add on to it. 35-yard field goal sails wide right. Not even on the hash. That could have been 12-0. Then we got 4th and goal here, 20-yard field goal. I don't know if there's lower power if you can hook this one through. Maybe it was too strong at that angle. And then, of course, why the big brain moment here? I'm seeing that there could be an opportunity with those defenders coming at Cajuste to give Braylon Staley a catch and run. This wasn't the thought pre-snap or anything, but every now and then I see a play unfold. I'm like, that could be a chance. And I decide, now's the time to pitch it. I wish I had just thrown a pick instead. Would be a lot easier to explain. It was hard to score a touchdown all game long. So, got way too risky there. Way too risky. We had some time. A lot of our red zone sequences, though, had bad first down plays, whether it was a tackle for loss or a penalty. Red zone offense right now is really holding us back. I've got to get that figured out. We created scoring chances. You're not going to be like moving up and down the field all day in a game like this, but we had enough chances. 0 touchdowns for our efforts. Missed field goals that are very makeable. Lose by 5, miss 6 points worth of field goals. Throw the ball away at the end. Just dumb football. Just bad. Jake Jackson's excellent game is wasted. He was incredible in the first half, obviously. Let's talk recruiting, though. How are things going here? John Burns still has us in first place. He is not going to be able to visit in week 4, but Dorian Henry will be coming to the Temple game. This has been the first big recruiting visit week of the year. Joel Treggs is going to be visiting. He's very close to a commitment, so we're going to take away even more of the points here. Really just trying to use what we need. We'll keep 5 on him there, but then be able to put those points elsewhere. Still in first for Steven Daniels, who is also looking into Temple. Kevin Babineau has us ahead of Coastal Carolina. And then Soma Ijinaka, really just one team interest there. And same is true for a lot of these prospects. So we're going to start cleaning up the board and thinking about what other positions I'd like to look into. I would like to add a power back. Try to have different archetypes of running backs. And I do have some interest here in Greg Office, so we're going to offer a scholarship to try and close the gap against UMass, but I'm still going to be scouting other running backs. And now with some of our leftover points, we can put more into the Leon Edmond recruiting battle. Uncovered him last episode. He looks like a really promising 3-down linebacker. And next week, we've got Temple. A team that is obviously one of our rivals. It's our last non-conference game, and they blew us out in a game a year ago. So I've been hungry for this rematch for a while. The only slider changes I have are knocking down pass coverage on both sides from 60 to 55 and tackling from 52 to 50. That seems to be playing pretty well. There was another new update recently that has made the kicking meter like a different size, but I found by cycling through the cameras, you can make it more visible on certain kicks. The missed one, the first of the 2 missed. I feel like if I had toggled my camera, maybe I would have read that one a bit better, but I also was just off on the accuracy with that kick. The second one, I'm guessing I have to be, a harder angle to the right, especially if I'm going to put strength behind it, and that kick doesn't need much strength at all. But yes, kicking issues remain. So next week, we've got Temple. Can we close out non-conference play 2-2? I think if we knew that would be our record at the beginning of the year going into MAC play, that would be a decent result. One thing to remember with Temple is we are often competing for the same recruits. Addison Jovanovitz is one of those players I tried to recruit 2 years ago. He's already become an 80 overall guard for them. So we've lost out on some really intriguing players, fueling this rivalry. That'll be coming your way next time, along with hopefully no more bad laterals. I've noticed even on like triple option, you can't really trust the lateraling there, and that's a play designed to have one. But I think unless our back is truly against the wall, like 2 seconds left to go 75 yards, let's toss this one in the trash for the time being. Should have had this win today. I really wanted to give you all an exciting game against Penn State, and it's exciting for all the wrong reasons. We'll continue on with Buffalo. More games coming your way this week. Thank you all for watching the series, and I'll be back with more Buffalo here probably in 2 days from now. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.